Greetings, I'm joining us. That's broadcast. That's my fifth dimension. Okay, apparently, Pentagon confirms UFO. Earlier, the Navy, something like that. It's in the news today, apparently. So is this a fake alien invasion? Probably. Well, I mean, the sighting is probably true, but anything connected to the government is probably, they're gearing up for something. They trust any of them? No. See, I mean, I'll take fake aliens at this point. Yeah, because CNN just got caught for all these lies they've been doing for quite some time through the election. So, yeah. So, and we've already known that already. So we go into the Archon grid also, and then do Anunnaki connections. So apparently in the news about the Pentagon, I haven't really looked that deep into it, but I've also been kind of looking at or getting hints of alien invasion, not through my channels, but just through others. And Stephen Greer has been talking about it. I don't know if I talked about it recently, but I kind of stayed away from it, But, here we are. Anything's possible this year. So if they do, I mean, I feel like it's going to be mostly orchestrated from what I'm gathering. I could be wrong. Who knows? They're not going to let this. They're not going to let this be easy to tap into. But if they're going to go into space, one thing about we'll just call it the fake alien invasion. However you want to look at that, however you want to decipher it. It's definitely going to change the government. It's going to change our currency. It's going to change a lot of stuff. So after last year, no one saw that coming. So if this is what they're gearing up for, I guess we'll find out. You never know. It's I'll see what I can get on it, but I see what I can channel. But it's all hearsay. You're not gonna really yeah, something like this is gonna be very fragile, obviously. So but this is gonna be fake, probably. The way it's looking right now, it looks like it's all gonna be engineered. So, we'll take whatever we can get. I mean, you have your fake aliens and then you have your real aliens somewhere. Whatever. So the Archon grid. Actually, I was going to put something else in the title here, but I can always put it in for tomorrow. You'll know what I'm talking about in a second. So pretty exciting. You got fake alien invasion going on. I mean, at least it's something. If it's a bunch of people dressed up like ducks, they call themselves aliens. At least it's something. I'll take anything at this point. I'm so sick of this whole system. Yeah, I mean, look at you can't trust our government. Obviously, look at the presidency. Look who's supposedly president. I mean, that's a joke. So look at the government. Nancy Pelosi, it's falling apart. Basically, mental illness, to his extreme. So, I mean, this is one way of changing the government if they do a fake alien, whatever they're planning on doing. Maybe this summer. It's hard to say. We'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, we've waited forever. So, you never know. We'll just, like I say, take whatever we can get. All right. This is irontoy.com. Prior sessions. I have a shop here. I'm on. I think I'm on like the 31st. So it's like what, April 15th now. We're going really fast here. Same situation here. Webinar. I have webinar on Saturday. Also, we have the social network Rabbit. Got an updated Rabbit behind the scenes, which I haven't done much on, or I couldn't do anything today. And we have the dating site. And okay, for the Archon, this is supposed to be about the Archon grid, but I forgot about the alien invasion, so I had to throw that sucker in. So I'm not going to go too much into the Archon grid. Well, I am, but not showing stuff. But so this is HR Giger. So you're wondering about the manipulation that's going on around the planet. Now, this is an artist, like a horror type of art. So this is what inspired Alien. So yeah, and this is before Alien was even discovered. So, and this is the artist here. I don't think like he's bad, but he's just channeling, what's around our planet, basically. Yeah, if you want to see what it's manipulating humanity, you're probably not going to be too far, looking here. So, I'm not going to have these up too long, but you have the idea. Yeah, it's kind of like a horror. Yeah. Now, what's interesting, this does feel like the Dimension X that I was talking about. This is, a lot of stuff's kind of black and white, right? And Dimension X, this is what Dimension X feels like. Something similar to that. So think about this like around the planet itself. Yeah, it sounds really what they call entertainment. So it is pretty popular. So there's a museum in Switzerland. Yeah, big surprise there, right? It's like one of the Illuminati hangouts. So yeah, this is a nice and looks like nice and welcoming. Yeah, so this is an actual museum. I guess that's real. Oh, those are probably actors, but that's real. So, I mean, this really does has like an industrial and Dimension X reality, but this is a core of what we're dealing with here. We're just not seeing it. So, if anybody cares, I guess I just went. Well, maybe the fake aliens make it more. Anyway, all right. So fake aliens. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm supposed to channel the fake alien invasion. Sure, I can do what I can with that. I'm not giving any guarantees on that one. Do that Archon grid energy. I'm not sure if anyone cares. It's just called a prison reality. That's all. I mean, some people are living this. They want to live a good life in a prison, so that's fine. That's fine. You want to unlock your prison. Obviously, men are not meant to, but I can feel that a lot of people are not meant to. Yeah, I was up at like 3 o'clock in the morning or something. I could not sleep at all. Then I saw like insects. Finally, I cleared that out. That wasn't easy. I saw insects on the ground. So that's nice. Just a bunch of big bugs running everything. So parasite beings, which I was going to use that as the title, but I want to keep saying the word parasite. The other thing I was going to use in the title was Spirit World Parasite, parasitic Spirit World. But I don't know sure if anybody cares about that. So, but yeah, you can look at the Catholic churches and some of these cathedrals where they're all designed within. It's similar to that kind of hellscape there too. So big surprise there, right? Yeah, they're just manipulating the hell out of reality. So, but we'll see what we get with the fake aliens and move on from there. No guarantee. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, don't expect any like I'll channel the Pentagon energy and see what I can get on the fake aliens, and we'll go to Archon grid and go to Anunnaki and see where we get with that. So, all right, all right, blessings. I think it's all. I feel like just hesitations. Like we just get on with the alien, whatever it is, fake aliens, real ones, whatever. Just give us something. I can feel the hesitation there. It's like Christmas. It's like, so it's hard to say. It's possible. Like I said, if they do bring this in, they're going to change government, and eventually they're going to change our currencies. And I feel government shift somehow. I don't know how the hell they're going to do it. So anyway, pigs in space might show up. So all right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings. The Pentagon consciousness. your fake or your your fake alien connections. Obviously, we can't go into detail of that, but of course, there's many operations in the works. Well, for you can say this is one way for the aliens to take back your society by using all means or to reintegrate back into society. Maybe not take back, but reintegrate. Reconnect with humanity. Let's put it that way. So use any means possible to do so. Look at it from that point of view. So when it occurs, how is always in the works, always in your current timeline. Of course, there's going to be a lot of backlash. And of course, yes, we can say there's many scenarios at play. What do you think elites do all day? They don't really have much to do. They have to continue to evolve. And what they've they've seen this in the future, but did not have a committed date for it. But they knew they were going to do this eventually. Now, what is it where we talk about do this? Like, is an alien invade a real one, a fake one? Is alien disclosure on different levels? They wanted, even the elite wanted to take back the planet. Well, in a way, this is another way to change reality. So anything is possible at this time. We're not saying it's going to occur, and some of you are feeling something's in the works. And we're not denying that. So your current government system, the why it is the way it is so you can remove it. Yes, possibly. It's there for the taking, you can say. So there's alien energies. Of course, there's always an alien vibration, but it's up to humanity to decide on if this is the right way to go. But as you can tell with your news media, they're slowly introducing UFO knowledge. Little by little, it's becoming more and more frequent. They're becoming less and less fearful of bringing it out. So it shows you're getting ready for some kind of timeline. That's going to exploit your alien connections. Now, obviously, most likely what they're going to do is to control it. They're not just going to give you any alien from any world or anything like that. They're going to, build it up. So that's all we can say on that. Obviously, we can't go into much detail, but connected to the vibrations of the disclosure that they're working on, this is your next evolution no matter what. So how they go about it is still up in the air. They might just continue to do these little messages here and there, but most likely they'll move forward eventually in some form or another. But most likely it will be your shadow government involved, not your public government, but more of your shadow government. It's not gonna be your public government. They're clueless most of the time. So your shadow government is usually running the show anyway, correct? So anytime they say your government will never agree to any of this or acknowledge any of it, that's true, but that's your public. Shadow government is a totally different system. And they're not going to admit to anything either, but they're going to do what they're going to do. So this, yes, connect. Use your intuition, what you feel, and just keep your mind open. I mean, you might get a message and it might nothing will occur. We're not saying anything's going to occur, but the timelines are heating up, as you can see. Greetings to you. We are from Spirit. Yes, we are. This is R. point of view of your, now this is from spirit's point of view, energy beings that we might not be fully understood by your world, doesn't really matter. It's basically you and humanity in its original form or energy form. So yes, the alien vibrations. Well, many of you in your evolution is looking for something different. And many of you came here for some kind of disclosure in some form or another. So you're here to see. I mean, it's been seeding this earth. I mean, you've been having it since the World War II energy, that time period. And as you can see now, it's like technology and humanity is coming together as you have your rockets going into space and all that. Or more of this alien, well, the alien dialogue is increasing. Let's put it that way. More of, not that you're going to have a complete disclosure yet, but they're going to start talking about it more. They're finding their talking points to what they're building up currently. Just, yeah, the waves are getting a little bit more intense, as you can see. So expect just more conversations about it and just ride the wave. And anything's possible. It's, yeah. Yes, expect the inevitable. Yes, they're doing this to warm you up, to prepare you for what's to come. And this is unlike anything they've ever done before either. I don't believe they've done this. No, not like this. This is totally different. Or for those, I mean, there's always signs of a future event that's on its way. So, as for how it's going to be orchestrated, of course, even spirit beings we're not here to unlock that. We're here to prepare you. You are unlocking yourself to those timelines. What are you picking up? Where's your intuition connected to? Because we can't just give you the information. You have to discover it within yourself. That's what this is all about being here. It's discovery. It's self-discovery. As much as the spirit guys want to tell you everything, they're doing you an injustice there. Obviously, many of you is like they're thinking differently. But you signed up for a contract. The contract says don't tell us anything. Well, hint, help us through this, but don't give us the answers. Don't cheat. Of course, some people find a way to cheat anyway. I'm not sure how well that works. That's not what we're here for. So blessings to you on your discoveries of yourselves. So use this as for your intuition. What is yourself saying? And yes, we'll go more into this in the future, little by little, of alien disclosure, humanity connecting to your astral family, you can say, or your fourth dimensional family, but it's technically like an astral family. Greetings to you. We are this Archon energies. Greetings to your society as you learn more about yourselves, as you learn of being a human with 5 fingers. Of some humans here are moving from insectoid incarnations into the human incarnation. Of course, you've been here for some time. Humans have been in existence for eons. But there's still a lot of beings that prefer to be more powerful. But of course, a great power doesn't mean your soul is maturing. So you can have all this power and do whatever you want, but it's not always easy for alien beings to mature the soul. So they incarnate through different insects are probably the hardest to. Of course, I guess it all depends on who you're talking to. But insects are hard to mature. And you'd be surprised how many of you have been an insect in your past life. Of course, some might not. Some might be embarrassed of those lifetimes. It's not always something anyone to happen, but it's one way to connect to your full power. That's all we can say on that. But that's why many incarnate as a canine being, a feline being, just to mature the soul. Well, it's like it's faster. On your world, it's even faster. Because you remove the canine and the feline aspects of yourself. And you're adding all these problems around you, as you know, drama, and it's tugging on the soul's energy. Figure itself out. Stress actually strengthens the soul. Can you handle the stress? Can you keep your mind going without going insane? As it's happened to, I mean, yes, you can tap into your matrix energy, whittle by whittle. I mean, some have dreams about being in other realities where this reality is being built. The core, you can say. And I expect much of your unlocking of this reality would be through dreams. Now, some of you have other world dreams, but not necessarily here to unlock this reality instantly, but slowly, gradually, you'll be doing so. It's just things you just know. It'll just why you have school systems the way you do, why your government is corrupt as it is, and so forth. And it'll become more. The images will come more clearly to you of why your government is the leech that it is. It was designed that once again to challenge the soul. It's all about challenging. You have challengers everywhere. That's why I have all these wars. It's just a challenging plan overall. It's to put the soul through hell, but it's to help it grow. No matter what, you can have challenging just putting on your clothes in one day, or trying to stay away from disease and things like that. Driving is a challenge, and that's challenges equal growth. So you just have all these things that can kill you, as you know. As many of you know, you just don't think about it. So yeah, you're in the hornet's nest. So yeah, you can say that a lot of those souls and spirits, they know about and this is in spirit, they know they have darkness within themselves. But how do you explore it? How do you release it? You can do it through other incarnations on other planets. Yes, but it's very slow. On your world, they open themselves right up. So you have a very positive being in spirit. They incarnate here, and they can be very dark. But that's them releasing their darkness, and that's why dark people get into power as soon as they release their darkness, release their fury. For others to learn from them, and then they can, because a lot of them don't do this very often. Some of you have. It's like, can I just be a dictator of a planet forever? But others are just here to do it for a limited time. So they become CEOs of companies, do horrible things, and then say, I got that out of my system. But not all do that. Some want to continue it. But it's very difficult for the soul to heal in the spirit realms. And incarnations on other planets, once again, you can do it, but it's hard to, on higher vibrational worlds, it's not always easiest to tap into your own darkness. You can, but here it's a lot easier because you have darkness everywhere. The artwork with H.R. Grieger, of course, that's a reality that's kind of around your planet is like a industrial doomsday around your Earth. It's basically how humans. It's like almost like where humans are being bred, also, where humans are. They have little things poking in their heads and things like that. As you might see some of that artwork. It's it's the soul. It's to put the soul through hell, basically. So how can we inject new knowledge into it? I mean, this is the evolution of the universe, is to clear out the soul, so you go new things and bring in more darkness. It's like doing, you're at a higher vibration, but you need to dump your darkness and then go gather some more. You keep growing in a certain way. Now, some souls, yes, come here to expire. Because if they wanted to, there's actually quite a few here that come to expire. That's why you feel that vibration, because a lot of souls come here just to die, and that is very true. And some of you might feel that, and you feel like that's you doing that, but it's not. It's actually energy of others. As that's more explored on your planet, you'll be able to heal it a lot quicker. There's just a lot of mysteries here of how your world works. It's never going to, I mean, you can say the majority or all the theories are correct, you can say. It doesn't mean it's going to connect with everyone. It's basically how your world is put together, spliced together. It's just madness from other worlds for the soul to release darkness. That's really what it comes down to. But you need to create a dark place for that to happen. For you to be able to pull this out of you and survive, become a more positive being. It gets kind of complicated there, but some of you are designed to live through the darkness, to find some humbleness about yourself too, and to bring in light. You're here for balance, basically. It really comes down to is balance. But it's one of the hardest things because many want to just become very positive, and others just want to be super dark. But coming in between that, it's not so easy. Yeah, some want to become higher vibrations, but even that can create a lot of darkness, which you're not always realizing it. It's like a one set mind. It's like that's all they can think about, but they're not always realizing. They're not ready to see their own darkness, of course. Imagine you've heard that. Greetings to you. This is Anki with Anunnaki. Greetings to your civilization. Yes, of course, there's a lot of inner healing going on. We do feel like the more of the fourth dimension vibration is coming closer to your Earth. And your aliens are coming out of the woodwork, and basically you're going into the timeline of alien disclosure. It is right around the corner in some form or another. And it's not going to always make itself too clear because it comes in, it pulls back, it goes forward, it comes back. So having an actual date of when it will occur is not being clear. It is showing that many do want to clear out their karma. And alien vibrations, well, even the alien beings feel like they can contribute to human growth. Of course, they've always felt that. They've always been working through it, but some of you might, yes, get downloads and visions of where things are going. As for the parasitic energies that are here, yes, they're going to disclose themselves too. If you have alien disclosure, the parasitic beings that cause trouble on your planet are going to have their outing also. Yes, a full frontal, awakening from themselves. Yeah, so you might expect, yes, a lot of esoteric information coming, positive, negative, all of the strangeness coming into your environment. Yeah, so you're pulling in new timelines. So you bring in this information for alien disclosure, you put it out there, and people are like, oh, well, just was hold on that. But our times, but then be a future date we bring in, it's like, oh yeah, we want this now. So there's always testing the waters. So it shows that you're getting closer to it. But once again, knowing about the darkness here, once you know about your aliens, darkness must come out into the open. And that's going to happen gradually too. And some are going to have difficulty with the dark Archon energies, parasite beings, whatever it might be. Some are going to have trouble. Some will find their own healing understanding these things. So you see like a parasitic vibration, it might be a family member or family members have been part of that hive of manipulation. Well, many family members here that are very third dimensional are part of this architecture of this reality. They keep it going for human development, for human healing. It's like they're part like teachers of the university. So you incarnate in your family, which is the teacher. Of course, you are a teacher also, but the positions change. Sometimes the child becomes the parent eventually, or vice versa, or the parent stays the parent, whatever it might be. But some humans here are keeping this reality going. They're big in religion, they're big in sports, whatever it might be, keeping this reality as it is. And yeah, this is their existence. This is their baby. So awakening them is kind of impossible. You can try all you want, but most likely they're going to throw it back at you because to them, this is their crowning achievement. So it's just getting to understand the third dimensional personality. So many people that are in a spiritual development, which is understood, you want to share your knowledge with others, but then you get all this backlash. So those that are very connected to religion, most likely, I mean, like I said, this is their baby. This is the physical realm here is their, paradise. They're not going to about to just let it go just like that. They're not going to let your alien disclosure deter them from what they created here. So there's going to be religions and alien disclosure is going to be a kind of a fight there. You probably already sent it's being ignored now, but as more alien vibrations become more part of society, well, you can see that with the transgenders. You see with those with different sexualities. You see how religion interacts to that. So it's part of this physical realm. Well, you can say it's been chosen for it. That's why it's been so difficult here. So if you're open more sexuality wise, you won't have all these dense energies here, would you? Things will be more open. You can just talk to anybody and have a relationship very easily. Obviously, there's agendas here that don't want that. Yeah, they're here to make this world as difficult as possible. And that is religious connected. It's not all religion, but a major part is religion. So you say religion is part of the Archon architecture of your reality. It's like holding your world up. It is the temple of your reality. Some of you have open-minded point of views, alien, sexuality, wherever. You go into a church or a Catholic church, see how far you get with that. It was an agenda planted here to put humanity, to learn certain lessons here. And now it's going to slowly deteriorate, but they're not going to make it easy at all. But that many of you are here just to be yourself, and that's what matters. You don't have to preach it to, especially religious figures. You can do whatever you want. But if you go by religious figures and feel like you're getting mentally attacked, don't be too surprised. Because this, once again, when this is their masterpiece, you are healing it one day at a time. There'll be new generations that will come in that do not want the religious energies, but the old oligarchy is going to still hold it up as long as they can. Once religion begins to sink on your planet, it's no longer strong as it used to be, that's when a lot of your earth changes will really start to occur. As your polar shift begins, that's when your religion is just not as strong as it used to be. You can say your politics is kind of religious, but your religion is really what's keeping this world going the way it is. That's my view. And there is Pharaoh energy there. There are the Egyptians connected, of course. It's them hiding themselves. So, well, they have agendas. They want things the way they want it, as you can see. The pharaohs of Egypt, I'm not sure how much is in history, but they want things a certain way. And so they go out throughout history, call themselves whatever. Now they call themselves priests and bishops and all that. They have a certain way of living. So things have not changed. You can say it comes from the Babylonians, but it is, but it's mostly Egypt because Egypt is still existence in your realm. Babylon is gone. Well, it's in myth mostly now. But Egypt, the Egyptian basically just Egyptians are basically Babylonians. So, but it really comes down to Egypt where it comes down to your whole reality. Why it's just an agenda, a major one, and you're here to heal it. So follow the religions, different religions. So it's different Illuminati families that connect to all these religions. Masons, of course. The Masons are like more of your backdrop, because they got kicked out of all the other religions. Your wits have.